Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Trap here, coming at you with Game 3 of MBC Game Hero vs. Woongjin Stars. And this is Light versus Pretty GM. Light Alive versus Pretty GM. Pretty, of course, being the name that Free goes by these days. Once upon a time, he's actually gone by Pretty for a long time now. But he used to be known as Free, and so the name just stuck in the foreign community at least. People still call him Free all the time. Because, you know, you get to know someone, you pretty much stick with their name. People change their name a lot. The only player that I can think of that's had a major name change that stuck is Savior. And it's probably a good thing he changed his name too. He used to be IPX Zerg, which is, to be honest, one of the stupidest names you could possibly have. Oh man. Cake. Ah, now I want some dessert. I'm hungry now. Wait, I might have candy right next to me. Yes! Wheat! I got some candy right here. I'm gonna eat some candy. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm just really craving some candy right now. The sight of that cake just made me think, was it someone's birthday maybe? Oh sweet, I got candy that has melted in my car and reformed. Oh yeah. It's like all warped and stuff. No. Anyway. What was I saying? Whoa, oh my gosh, look at that sign. That mask. Wow. If Free had a sister, I guess. Oh my gosh, I'm getting batty here. What was I saying before? Yes, so Light is now in the top right corner here. Free in the bottom left-hand corner. I like the decision to throw in Free. He's a very strong player regardless. I don't think he's top level, but I don't think Light is top level either. So I think they're both very strong. Especially lately, Light has been playing very strong. I actually don't know how well Free has been doing lately. I haven't been keeping track of him too well. Chocolate. But yeah, so I'm expecting a good match, and with all the TVZ going on, Light is obviously on top of this TVZ game, so it makes a lot of sense for them to throw in Free and have Free kind of throw him off, get some TVP going instead, and hopefully, you know, kind of throw him off a little bit. Chocolate. Chocolate's my favorite. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh my god, is that Probe gonna take out a Marine? You should have gone for it, Probe! The Marine wasn't moving. You could have killed him. SCV. Oh, he's gonna micro. Juke. Gets in. SCV gets in. Is gonna see what's going on here. Spots the spinning cybernetics core, only the single gateway. So he knows he's safe from any kind of too crazy of a rush here going on. Did I just see him continually mining gas after his factory had been put down? I think I might have. We might be seeing a 2 factory build of some kind here. Possibly, theoretically. Anyway, the SCV decides to get out while the getting's good. Takes a couple slashes from the Zealot sword on the way out. Or blade, I guess. It's not really a sword, I guess. Swords have handles, and I think the Zealots just have the blades coming right off their arms, so I don't know if that quite counts as a sword. And the SCV very cleverly is going to run up to that top left-hand corner, get as far away as possible, make that Dragoon chase it. So that means the Dragoon is going to spend that much more time chasing the SCV and not attacking the front and pressuring those Marines while he gets the tank out. So, and is the SCV ever going to survive? It looks like the SCV might actually survive somehow. That lazy Dragoon paused for a moment and nope, 1 kill on the Dragoon. Dragoon's gone. And there he is. There's the man himself, Zero. That's the other reason why it's good for them to have put in Free as the number 3 spot, because that number 4 spot, you know, is a really tough place to be in. It can be a lot of pressure, especially if Free loses and they're down 3-0. There's a lot of pressure on that person that's going to be in that 4th spot, and I think Zero is probably the best player. I mean, I think even what am I talking about? Artosis interviewed some members of Woongjin a little while back, and I don't remember if it was, I think it was the coach that basically said, like, yeah, Zero is our ace. He's like the linchpin of our team. Um, maybe it was one of the players that said that. I don't recall. But yeah, Zero is like the linchpin. He's the cleanup batter. He is the guy you want to be in that fourth spot because basically he's the only guy on the Woongjin Stars team that I would count on to win 4 games in a row, to get that reverse all kill, to bring your team back into it from the brink of defeat. So anyway, enough ranting about Zero. This is Free, also a very solid player. Also someone, you know, I might even expect Free to win this game because Free has been playing. Like I said, I haven't been following him like that well lately, but I know that the past season or so, he's been kind of getting back into it. He was in a slump, and he's kind of come out of his slump, so he's back to being a solid player again. Um, anyway, still just a single factory there. We got an expansion for both players, though, so this looks like it's going to be a long macro game, basically. That's what it's going to turn out to be. And this map favors Terran in a long macro game because there's so few bases. There's not many bases at all. There's 10 bases on the whole map, which is not very many. And it's a relatively small map because it's a little bit narrow as well. So when it turns into a longer macro game, I mean, if the Terran just like turtles and just macros up and gets like 3 and then 4 bases, the Protoss, the best response is to like take a bunch of bases and try and get a bunch of income and try and get some savings so that, you know, if you can't break them, if you can't break someone, if they're turtling, that's what the answer is. Can't talk for some reason. Must be thinking about more chocolate. Oh, forbidden donut. Someone's turtling, you want to expand a lot so that you have the ability to remake your army quickly when the turtling player does finally move out and try and attack you. But on this map, you can't do that. Like, you can sometimes this Protoss gets 6 bases to the Terran 4, but oftentimes it ends up just being split, where each player has 5 bases, and that is not enough bases to really macro up a new army off of it in a TVP, basically. And Observer missed that. I think that Observer missed that dropship. No, apparently it didn't. Dropship moving in there. Dropship gets one volley off and manages to get out in time. The second volley goes after the vultures. Only only a couple shots have been fired by those vultures. Oh, he ferries in some more. So that's why those dragoons, I was like, why aren't the dragoons chasing that vulture? Oh, it's because they were chasing some more vultures that got moved in there. So nicely done by Light. I don't think he accomplished enough though there. He only killed like 3 probes. He lost 6 vultures. Vultures are very easy to make cost effective, but I think this is a rare occasion where vulture harass was not cost effective. A Wraith is out. What the heck? I don't know why he has a Wraith out. Maybe he was thinking of shuttles were going to be happening or something. But he's made a Wraith, so that's cool. I like Wraiths. Maybe he scanned and saw that Stargate and said, I'm going to get a Wraith, so that when he has Arbiters out, I'm going to attack that Arbiter with Wraith. Might be what he was thinking. Perhaps he's going to be really clever and try and pick off Observers with a Wraith and a Vessel. Let's see if that's what happens. That could be kind of cool, actually. We did see just a Vessel flying around his natural expansions a moment ago. So, Light is turtling up a little bit. It's very easy to turtle off 2 bases. It's relatively easy to turtle off, and that's what he's doing. He's going around with the Vessel and the Wraith. Nicely done. Man, people are, after 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, people are still coming up with clever combinations, clever ways of doing things in this game, and I'm sure he's not the first person to think this, but I've never thought of this before. It's really kind of a clever thing to do. I mean, we've seen optic flare coming into greater usage lately, which again isn't anything new, but I mean, it's people are coming up with new ways of doing things and also using clever things more and more, that kind of thing. It's just awesome, and that's one of the things that I'm worried about most with StarCraft 2 is, look at this, he's totally denying vision of the map. He's totally denying map vision, but he's running around with this Vessel and this Wraith, and he's not killing all the Observers, but he's forcing them back oftentimes. So this is really, really clever play by Light. I really am liking this a lot. And Light is actually one of the people that has been doing the optic flares against Protoss lately as well. Pick off those Observers. with the optic flare and make sure they can't see the mines, and the mines do more damage. Oh, picks off the SCV. Command Center gets slowed down. It's going to be a little bit longer until that base